It's always with the second message it goes down. Let's see. Yeah, I think we're going down. That's a massive delay if we're not going down. Come on. Oh, this is shit. Why is there always such a massive delay? Oh, there we go. Everything all arrives together. Okay. Hello, everyone. It looks like this is working. Welcome to High Playing Games. My name's Simon, and welcome to our weekly F1 2016 co-op season. This is just my career. So, cover up my coughs whilst I can. Let's listen to our little voicemail to see what's going on.
Hi, how are you? I'm just working on your qualifying goals for this weekend.
That's nice, girl. Qualify 8th. Beat Bottas, beat K-Mag. Okay. So, the big things that have gone on for this specific round are a double upgrade for Red Bull, and we upgraded our engine. And then I ceased R&D to get... If you cease R&D early in career, if you've not played this game, you then get 25% bonus on all of the R&D points that you accumulate from now to the rest of the year, so that you can add on all the shit at the beginning of next year.
Be still my beating heart. Way, hello there.
Ah, hello Moosey. Miss you, dude.
So.
Hello Mr. Redshaw, and hello Mr. Anderson. Ah, feeling the love. I hope you're all well on this Saturday evening. So what that means is that with Red Bull's double upgrade, their car is now in theory faster than a Mercedes, which is rather key, because when we look at the championship, Hamilton's had a couple of tardy rounds and Rosberg has had a couple of gooder ones, and is now 20 points behind him, with Ricciardo and Verstappen now potentially with the faster car, 3rd and 4th closing them down. We're in 7th, hoping to stay ahead of Bottas and get ahead of everything. And there's the rest of the standings. When we look at constructors, ideally love to close in Williams, but I don't think it's possible. So yeah, we've ceased R&D and everything and stuff. So let's go through to qualifying, see how we're getting on. Excuse me. Oh, coming to the end, I think, of week 3 of bronchitis. Drive me up the fucking wall. I don't normally do ill, and I'm very bored of being ill now.
Welcome to F1. It's now time for the important stuff. Time for qualifying here at the Malaysia Grand Prix. What kind of setup will drivers be looking for around here? It's got a fair mixture of demanding corners. Is it all about finding the sweet spot in handling balance?
It's easy to make your car quick in a straight line. You just take all the downforce off.
But when it comes to a track like this,
you really need a bit more of a compromise. The main focus here is carrying speed through the fast-flowing corners, but you still don't want to be a sitting duck on the straight.
That beard on Alonso. I work with someone called Paul who's Scottish, and he looks like he's had his head put on. Oh, now you say that. Now you say it. So my issue with the Malaysian circuit...
I was racing here yesterday in a league race. Got 9th and 2 points.
Congratulations, Mr. Josh. So my issue, and we'll go through setup, is I can't drive this track on the hard tyres for love nor money. My setups are always too skiddy round here, and I'm too fat-fingered with the accelerator. So, yeah, it means... Alright, Jeff! It means that I struggle very much with different tyre compounds, and so it works on softs, okay on mediums, shit on hards. The problem is that tyre wear is massive around here, so I'll be pitting lots and lots and lots. So there's my wings, my differentials, my suspensions, or geometry and then suspension, sorry. The usual on front brake bias, my tyres, and I've put weight to 8 at the moment. Now the other problem that we have, and we all know how they love to do it in this game, is qualifying is okay, but the race is entirely cloudy, which means it could be sunny, it could be pissing down with rain, and my setup doesn't necessarily work very well in the rain. So let's take a quick look at what we've got tyre wise. So I'm quite keen to try and hoard as many soft compounds as possible. So I'm going to use soft to get through Q1, but then leave those softs alone. Then we're going to go mediums Q2 to see if we can get through, and then start on the mediums, because yes.
All clear the garage, please. Car ready to leave.
Where the soft tyres degrade so quickly around here, the people that go through to softs on into Q3 will end up basically running out of rubber on like lap 10 or 11, and they won't be far enough away to leapfrog the midfield in a pit stop when they're on mediums and hards. So also lens flare, motherfucking lens flare around this track, because we're at sunset. Who remembers 2009 where it rained and it was too dark to actually race? What a farce! What a farce! I tell ya. Who are? So how is everyone doing this evening? Has everyone had fun watching the first week of the F1 tests? Lens flare! Oh, it looked like a rainbow for a second. Ah, we're going to get Saubered. Hallelujah! That is one holy helicopter. It's quite a unique challenge of the amount of lens flare that goes on around this circuit.
Not been great for multiple reasons, but better for being here.
Oh, thank you, whoever that was, Mr. Josh. Wow, Ricardo into the low 38s already. That's crazy. We'll never get there. I feel like for the show of showing this season, I've stopped R&D too early. But the idea is that I can actually have a car that will be at the front for early next year. Whether or not I actually broadcast those races are another matter though. Bit late. So, on hard tyre compounds, I spin off on that corner. And I don't know what... Well, it's because I'm too fat-fingered on the accelerator. And I'm turning. But I don't see how you can, like, not just lose a shit ton of time. I take that chicane different every lap. And oversteer off into the barriers there quite often. That was terrible for that corner, but I appear to have recovered it relatively well. So yeah, don't expect lots from this race from me, I must say. And traditional Smithy tyre wear is always horrific anyway. Broke too early there and then decided to not turn in. Fucking hell. There was an apex somewhere, but I managed to miss all of them. Rosberg. But we should be safe. Oh, actually,
Last lap time moved you up into P5.
it's not bad. Let's back the shit off. 8% tyre wear. Plod this back. We might need these for the race. I'm kind of hoping that I don't get through to Q2, to Q3 on the mediums.
Is this qualifying?
Yes, this is amazing chimpanzee gamer.
If the situation changes, we'll let you know.
We will be heading to the race very quickly, I'd imagine. Well, relatively quickly. I tell you what, for an amazing chimpanzee, you type exceptionally well, better than a lot of humans. It must be said. I fed a chimpanzee once. No, it wasn't an X.
Kevin sat in P8.
Oh, it's Kevin. Kevin might want to get some points for once. Plus. Letting the side down. Okay. Session update.
Quick position.
Face with tears of joy, 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 face with tears of joy.
Alright, phone. I think my phone just orgasmed over all those smileys. Oh, there's... Nah. I spend too long looking at the sky going, it's so pretty! I don't actually remember where the line to actually slow to the pit is. Oh, this is going to be a potentially quite tragic Grand Prix. I can tell already. Pull me in, baby. I look a bit blistered already. Excuse me. Right. So let's... I think we're safe. So let's speed up this session. Oh, hang on. Does that show rain coming in? Fuck nuts.
I've only been here 2 minutes and I love it already.
Welcome. Thank you very much for joining in. Always appreciate it. I'm assuming with a name like that you have your own channel. I'll take a look at that later if you do. Oh, it's not raining. Oh, okay. Well, fuck it. Onward! Right. Let's see. We're safe. We're fine. Who's down at the bottom end? Sauber, because they've not upgraded their car since Monaco. Oh, but they're going to be good, potentially. Right, did anyone do stupidness? No. Okay. Ooh, Raikkonen being brave. And, ooh, Massa. Nibbles. So it's the Haas's, the Manners and the Saubers that are out. Gutierrez doing absolutely shat in that car. Because Sauber's car is by far the worst. Then it's the Haas's, then it's the Manners, I think. Or is it Manor than Haas? I can't remember. Oh, those medium times make me think that I won't get through then. On the medium tyres. Oh, I have a dilemma. I don't want to do softs. I don't want to start on soft tyres.
I do. Very small channel. What's you opening on the 2017 cars?
Opening. My opinion, 27. Do you know what? Well, I'm going to be really, really boring and say the Toro Rosso looks amazing. It reminds me of Simtek in 1994, 1995. I love the purpleness of it. I liked it when Red Bull done the purple. The cars look fast. They look aggressive. What? Rain could arrive within 5 minutes. Right, fuck it. Onward. Hang on. I'll come back to that when I'm on the outlap. I need to switch the tyres. Right, we're going to mids. Let's get the hell out. Go to track. Drive out. Get my banana out on track. Yeah, so I think this year liveries seem to have actually become a thing again, which I really, really like. I still can't decide on the McLaren orange, if I like it or not. I think when it's actually out on track and you can see it in action, it looks way better than the promotional materials, which made it look like McLaren, about the only team ever that could make that colour of orange look boring. But it does also make me think of Marussia and Virgin. And then, obviously, Mana. I wish they were still here. Channeling in their inner Simtech, only like over 5 years. Or 6 years rather, not 1.5. I'm still not so sure on the shark fins. I guess I'm not too bothered with the aesthetics of stuff. My worry is around whether or not they will be able to race closely, because already on the practice laps of where people are out and about, like running vaguely close to each other, they're commenting on the fact that it looks like it's going to be difficult to overtake and stay with someone through the corners, which is always a problem when you increase corner speed. So I think there's an interview on the F1 channel with Ross Brawn where they're talking about what they want to do looking forward in the future, about making sure that you can keep the speeds, but what other things can they do on the aerodynamics front, or the car, just general structure, to see whether or not they can deal with that. And I can't think of anyone who I'd put the faith on to try and find something like that rather than Ross Brawn. I've got to be quiet just to see if I can get this lap done. But I'd welcome everyone else's opinions. Please do pop them in, especially from a chimpanzee. You've got a seat named after you, for goodness sake, the monkey seat. Bit dodge there. Right, don't fuck this corner up, Si. Okay, that was alright. Oh, that wasn't. Fucking marker. Didn't need it anyway. Oh. No! Shit. Shall I go? I'll have to go again. Okay, now. You beast. Oh, and Perez. This could be a really mixed up grid. Okay, we're fifth. We can do better though. Both saved from the overbite. 137! Really, Hammy? Okay, sector 1's my good sector. Then it's all downhill from here. That felt slow. Oh, too much oversteer. this could be all right, you know. This could be. Ooh, no. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, go, 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 go. Hello everyone joining. I think we're all right. Yes! Oh, Ricardo, you beast! You're doing the same thing. Right, slow this motherfucker down. Session update.
Repeat that. There's interference.
Jeff! Session update.
Valtteri sat in P1.
No!
Their best lap time is a 1 minute 39.4.
Jeff, you're a slut.
There's static over the radio. Say again.
Oh, oh! Oh! Session update. No, don't go silent. Ah, Jeff! Jeff, no, love me. Oh, thank you.
Hamilton, Verstappen, Rosberg, we're in P4, and Ricardo.
No, we're not. Vettel's up there. But the fact that we're ahead of Ricardo makes me happy on the inside, so I think we're all right. The rain was supposed to be here by now. Ooh, that's a lot of... Is that some drops of rain? Yes, it is.
Rain will stay with us for at least 20 minutes, maybe more. Light rain is here to stay.
Okay. Well, that's good, because then... Does that mean that... I can never remember. Does that mean that we get the session... The Q3 tyres that we've got saved for us, that are the softs, can we then carry those forward to the race? I wonder. Oh, stop braking for the wrong line, you idiot. I shall have to triple deck. The problem is that I've got a wonderfully dry setup for what is going to be a wonderfully wet Q3.
If you're on and in lap, why don't you pause the game and say return to garage?
Because so it estimates your tyre wear, and these are the tyres that I'm starting the race on. And so what it will do is it'll automatically stick on like an extra 3 or 4% of tyre wear, and specifically around a circuit like this, I want to save as much tyre wear as I possibly can. So if I can go slowly and avoid the tyre wear and only get 1 or 2%, I know it's the tiniest of margins, but that's the kind of thing that will massively help me when I rip all the tyres to shreds later on in the race itself. Oh, Bottas, you're not going to get through on that, mate. Oh, we're well clear. Right. Well done, Kimmy. In on the scribble. Oh, K-Mag, you've got in. Nice. So, no dodgy dealings, which is fine. So Verstappen gets through fastest. Red Bull are going to win this at this rate. Then the Mercedes, the Ferraris, moi. On the mediums, Ricardo on the mediums. So we're going to be the odd ones out. Kvyat, nice. K-Mag and Button. So both Williams is out. Wow. And Bottas beating Massa on the mediums versus soft. That's not good, mate. Force India, who haven't updated their car for like loads of races, so they're underperforming compared to real life. And McLaren, who are doing quite well in mine. Right. What's... I can't work it out. What should... Right, so we're inters. Let's go to track and let's drive out. Because if it's only going to get soggier... Let's do it now. I fully expect to be 10th. My setup's not designed for anything to do with wet weather. I'd be a really shit duck. So whilst we're going out, what other things are worthwhile to pick out from the first test? Ferrari, I think the car looks really weird, but the car seems to be fast, which is really, really interesting. And it would be lovely to see Ferrari really well and truly up there battling for wins properly, because I'd really wonder, especially with Kimi Räikkönen, like, he was the sleeper hit for 2016, but I was still, I don't know what it's going to take for me to be seriously impressed with what he does. But I really hope that he can, I don't know, he's never been like the flamboyant type, but I wished that he would do something that astounds me again, to make me realise that actually he's been worthwhile keeping around. Vettel needs to calm the fuck down. I think I thought his German temperament and workmanship would not make him be affected by the pressure that comes with being a Ferrari driver, and I don't think his head's been cut out for it at the minute, so he needs to work on that, in my opinion. But the car looks fundamentally really, really good, so I'm pleased with that. Red Bull, I think, may have some catching up to do. Williams, God knows. Stroll could well be the most expensive pay driver to have made his way into the sport since Pastor left. I get that he's 18, and I get that Verstappen kind of sets the bar in a completely different way, in terms of what a young person has the potential to do. Oh dear, that was Stroll-esque. But he needs to show some leaps and bounds, I think, in the second test. In terms of actual time, though, he wasn't like masses away from Massa, who I really wished hadn't come back. I had my piece with him as gone. I do really like Felipe Massa, but yeah.
Stroll is Maldonado cause they just crash.
And Pastor not driving again this year. It's almost like no one wants him in the car anymore, anywhere. He was talking to Champ Car. I mean, Chilton's doing well in Champ Car, for goodness sake. But that's a bit of a slight, because actually I thought Chilton didn't do too badly in his second season at all. So yeah, it's going to be interesting, I think, for Williams, because the car, whilst looking really unimpressive, oh shit, no, it does seem to have some inherent pace in it if they can unlock it. So there's potential there for them.
Hello.
Hey David, hope you're doing well, mate. Who else? Sauber, that car, actually looking vaguely like it can keep up with the rest of the field this year, after what looked like the most auspicious start when they were about 6 seconds off the pace. And I'm well off the pace. Shit. Yeah, this is definitely going to be 10th on the grid. I'll give it one more lap.
I like the Sauber livery this year.
Oh yes, that livery is amazing. It is.
First time in ages, it has somewhat of a decent style.
You've dropped down to the third row. You're currently in P5.
It is a Ligier in disguise, and I am perfectly fine with that. And I quite like the fact that, to hide their sponsors, or lack of, they've put their 25-year anniversary stuff on the side. And I think I was talking about this on the F1 co-op season that I was doing with Definitely Zero. And Esteban made a very good point.
This rain is expected to stop in around 15 minutes time. 15 minutes.
That's no fucking good. Qualifying ends in about 5. It shows that they are a long-term prospect and that you can trust them. It reminds me of when, like, beers put, "We've been making beer since 1875." And they're kind of doing a similar thing because they're like the 4th most longest team now.
Slower than Kevin. Kevin is faster.
Oh, well, this will not be the case when I actually am in the dry. Well, I'm delighted that Kevin is actually in Q3.
Yeah, true, I remember their first year. Big deal on Swiss TV. But I am getting more deep.
Indeed, indeed. I can do older, I think. In fact, I was trying. Someone asked me this the other day. What was the first F1 race that you watched? And I genuinely don't know. Oh dear. That's what happens to me on the hard tyres. Let alone the inters. Yes. No. 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 Okay.
I like the Toro Rosso because it's simple, and you can actually tell them apart from Red Bull. Ours looks good though it has no sponsors. IR.
Yeah, Haas has confused me.
I remember the first race I watched because it happened to be Schumacher's debut.
Oh, that's a good time to have started, whoever that was. David. Yeah, it's a... So I know my first race that I specifically remember watching would have been 88 or 89 because I remember the like Senna Prost inter-team rivalry. Ha! Gutted Kevin. But I'm sure that I probably was watching races earlier because my dad used to plonk me down as a little toddler and we'd watch the F1 races back then because it was just the thing we did as a family on the Sunday. The F1 would be on after Sunday roast, and yeah, it was just what we did. And then I remember as a child when my parents were like, "Oh, let's go out on a Sunday afternoon." I'd have to try and think of new ways every weekend to feign illness so that I couldn't go. I'd be like, "Oh, I'm so ill, I've got a tummy ache. Oh, I should just lay here in front of the telly." I was such a little shitbag. Yeah. So, but definitely 88, 89, but I just don't remember what race specifically it was. But yeah, joining on Schumacher's was good. The Haas car, just driving back to that whilst I'm being pushed into the pits, has confused me because how long will Gene Haas keep that team afloat for without significant sponsorship coming in? And why aren't American companies deciding to get behind an American team to wave their Star-Spangled Banner as only America knows how? It's not going to dry off, is it? I'm quite happy with that. 8th will do.
The grid is all set then for the race.
Oh,
but before we
Kevin!
go, let's quickly remind ourselves of our top 3.
You
who are
wanker.
Verstappen, Ricciardo and Nico Rosberg. It's time to leave for now, but we'll be back tomorrow when the Grand Prix itself gets underway.
I tell you what's juicy about that is that Hamilton's got a 20-point advantage in this championship, but he is clearly not the fastest out there at the moment. And the Red Bulls are closing them down.
Tears of joy.
So yeah, and what's really interesting is that I thought this year would be the year that Haas would have to start making some of their own car. But if they're borrowing yet more of the Ferraris, then their progress will be entirely charted by how good or bad Ferrari goes. So the Ferrari seems to be a really good car this year. So in theory, Haas will have a good car. And I know that sounds really harsh, but they clearly, as soon as they need to take advantage again early on, because if they don't do that, they're going to be problematical. Oh, that's good for the old Bottas beating. Oh, yes. Love that. Not that I want to beat off Bottas, but we all know what I mean. I'm still overachieving. Oh, yes, drive for the race. That's what I wanted to see. But the problem is with Haas is that they didn't understand their car all the way throughout last year and went backwards, and then didn't understand why they went forwards at certain races. And so they're going to need to hit the ground running early on this year, because if they've not learnt last year, they may make the same mistake again this year, and therefore end up floundering around at the back. As always with new regulations, though, the field spread will be much larger at the beginning of a new regulation and aerodynamic set. So they don't necessarily have to be quite on the ball, or quite as on the ball, I think. So what are we supposed to do for this race?
Hello. I just wanted to
Hello,
pass
love.
on the team's expectations for this race. Good luck.
Finish 8th. I can do that, maybe. Beat Bottas! Yay. Beat K-Mag. Well. Right, bear with me. Whilst this race loads up, I'm just going to quickly run and grab some apple juice. But I'll let David Croft do his little chatteroo whilst I go and grab that. Let's go to the race. Go to the race. Go to the race. Go to the race. Go to race. Oh, oh.
From uncompromising heat to unrelenting storms, you never know quite what you're going to get here in Kuala Lumpur. The inaugural race in
Just not your
1999
type.
was the last of 4 Grand Prix
Face with
victories
stuck
for
out
Northern
tongue.
Ireland's Eddie Irvine. I wonder who'll be adding their name
Bottas
to that
ain't
history
no.
today. 5 lefts and 10 rights make up the 15 corners of Sepang's 3.
What's people's opinion of the Sepang circuit? Because they're talking about coming off the F1 calendar next year,
How
aren't
many
they?
front wing changes are we scheduling this round, gentlemen?
In 4 of these corners, 2 of which come at the
David,
end of DRS zones into
it's
turn
like you know
1
me so well.
and to turn 15. And alongside me today to talk you through all that is Anthony Davidson.
Come on,
welcome
Ant.
again. It's good to
Read
be back
us
in Kuala
your
Lumpur,
script
isn't it?
as dull as
Lovely
possible.
country, Malaysia, lovely circuit, and a race that tends to be quite hard to predict.
Yeah, it does indeed.
Oh
There are
snap,
a lot
I
of
was
high
way
energy
behind
corners
on the
that make real
broadcast,
time
lol.
suffer around here. Coupled with
I
the
don't
excessive
like it.
heat,
I
that
think
makes
it's
it difficult
asterisk,
to keep your
asterisk,
tyres in the right
asterisk,
operating
asterisk
window.
4.
And of course,
Didn't he
in
realise,
previous years,
haha.
we've come here very early in the season, which shows a potential reliability variable in there as well.
You were expected to be in a higher grid position than this.
Oh, fuck
Play
off.
hard on the first few laps and move up a few places.
Double Renault in
After an exciting
Q3. I think you want to shut it up.
yesterday, let's take a look at how the cars line up. Max Verstappen put in a fantastic lap yesterday, and he starts from pole position.
I'll stop wanking,
and
Crofty.
P2 goes to Daniel Ricciardo.
Yay.
A strong showing from the Australian. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Rosberg, Hamilton, Kimi Raikkonen, and Vettel, Button, Magnussen,
Renault.
and Daniel
What
Kvyat.
difficulty level is
Alonso,
this?
Bottas, Felipe Massa and Perez, Hulkenberg, Sainz, Romain Grosjean and Pascal Wehrlein, Haryanto and Nasser, Esteban Gutierrez, and Marcus Ericsson rounds off the grid.
Expert
Now it's
difficulty.
almost time to lights out, so let's go down to the track.
So not ultimate. Just to be clear. I'm saving ultimate AI for when I do the. I'm going to do a one-off couple of pro races where you have to be in this view and all of that stuff. So I'll save me for getting lapped a million times for that. Excuse me. Oh, fuck off. So, cloudy all the way, which in theory means dry. Oh. No, I don't want to do the hard tyres though. Or if I'm going to do hard tyres, I want to do them at the end. 4 stops. Right, we are going to... Hum. Alright, let's edit the shit out of that.
So, 4 or 5 win strategy. P.
Yes. So, because I can't drive the hard tyres at all around this circuit, so the less amount of time that I have to deal with it and the less cars there are around me at that point, the better. Excuse me, I'm going to cough lots. Stupid bronchitis. 2 seconds. But we'll be flexible, as we always are with these strategies, and we'll work it on the fly. If there can be a safety car or two at the beginning of this race, that would be great. And it's us and Ricardo starting on the medium tyres. Alright, mate. Alright. I'm so proud of K-Mag. You've only scored 7 points all season. I think that's his best of the year. And oh, maybe, I don't know if he'd done better in Austria, I think, actually, was the other one. It was a bit weird. Oh, yeah. Rather annoyingly as well, I think if I'd have known about the tyres, I wouldn't have selected a balanced view of tyres. Thanks, K-Mag. I'd have went aggressive, or just less hard tyres and just lots of mediums. We'll see. We'll see. Anyone who's new to this channel, please do pull up some popcorn. I shall welcome everyone's thoughts and feelings on what the first F1 test is. And if you like what I do, please do consider saying hello.
Still salty Merc went for Butters. I like him, but in terms of team radio, this was a missed opportunity. What do you think of Silverstone maybe leaving, and the return of France GP next year?
Great to see France back. I quite like the Manicourt circuit. It never actually gave a good race though, that was the only problem. But it's always fun to drive. Paul Ricard though, or Bernie GP, is an interesting choice. So I welcome this kind of view of getting back some of our classic races. I'm still salty Merc went for Bottas. In terms of team radios, a missed opportunity. Yeah, Bottas is going to confuse me this year, I think. So yeah, I'm glad the French Grand Prix is back. I personally don't think Silverstone will go anywhere.
Keep an eye on the lights. The start sequence will begin as soon as the grid is formed. Be ready with the clutch.
I think Liberty Media will implement something akin to what the teams maybe used to get, where you know how like Renault and Co get the historic payments for being a historic team. I wonder if they'll start to step in something with the events. I'm going to shush. Wish me luck, everyone. Ooh, that was quick. Ooh, someone's slow off the line. Ooh, both Ferraris slow off the line. Oh, I'm not happy. Oh, I'm happy. I'm happy. Damn it. Oh, no! No!
We're seeing minor damage to the front wing. Be easy on the car till we get it repaired. We don't want to risk making this worse.
Oh, fuck it. Okay. Oh, this car's a bit lively all of a sudden. Right, someone crashed. Someone caused a safety car. But not me.
Oh. Disappointed face.
Will you let me keep that position? Even I wanted to give that back. Right, come on. Oh dear. It's okay, we've got this covered. Right, there's one Felipe down. I don't know where he'll race next year. Gutierrez, our latest export to Formula E. One of the most overrated drivers from anyone who doesn't watch Formula 1 ever. We'll go around the outside, I think, for him. Oh, he's going to try. Oh, you little shitbag. Oh, Ericsson, what was that? Mate. Sauber surrenders. Go on, Rio.
That was great.
Oh, Gutierrez getting a bit tasty there with the old... Oh, Harriente's on the hard tyres, okay. Interesting, good stuff off the start line then for Rio. Oh, we've got a yellow flag. Oh, NASA! What you done, dude? Ah, oh, stop it. Stop with the exceeding track limit. Oh, fuck it!
We need to form up at a reduced pace. Keep a close eye on that delta time. Make sure to keep it positive. We think there's a viable strategy change available to us. Would you like to keep to the current or try the new one?
Right, who said...
Damage to the front wing.
Ha ha ha.
Okay, copy that. We're considering switching to an alternate strategy. Do you want to change or stick to plan A?
This has not been your start. Face with stuck out tongue.
This has not been my day. Right.
Confirmed.
No, that's not what I said, Jeff!
Pit crew, we are ready for wing 2.
Copy that.
Right, fuck it, we're going to have to go for hard tyres, aren't we?
Kevin has come into the pits. Kevin in the pits now.
Where's the line? There's the line. Oh, God. What a disaster. Alright, so buttons on the mediums. We're on the hards.
Complete. Go now.
And I'm slightly worried that I'm on the hards, but screw it, and we'll get them out the way, I think.
You have 2 stops remaining. 2 stops remaining in the strategy.
Thanks, Jeff. God, what a mess. Oh well, at least there'll be some overtaking to be had. Wonder if NASA crashed out. Because Ericsson seemed to be going a bit surrender monkey, wasn't he? Did we have an inter-team crash?
You could reuse those mediums later if needed.
Yeah, that's a good point, whoever said that. Well, we've not had a completely fucked up lap 1 for quite some time. Oh, hey, Manor! Hope you're well, mate. Hope no one is quite as battered as my front wing was. Manor and I have had quite a few duels, I think, around this circuit before. Normally involving Tom. Right. Rival status.
Valtteri sat in P9. The difference is 29.2 seconds. They're on fresh softs. We think they've got 2 stops remaining. The time last lap was a 1 minute 58.0.
Oh, I hate it when it does this.
Confirmed pit crew will ready wet tyres for your next stop.
No! At what point did I say that?
Copy that. Hearts for next box.
I don't want nose either, but at least it's something. Teammate.
Our gap to our teammate is 6.7 seconds. They're on fresh softs.
Indeed.
The time last lap was
There's usually a Tom dive bomb involved somewhere.
Ah, Tom's dive bombs. To be fair, it's normally Avenger who I end up taking out. He likes to close the door without actually any regard for what's going on around him and then moan. Makes me giggle. Whereas I've now got so used to Tom's dive bombs, I preempt them and get out of the way and then normally cause myself my own accident. Right, so that's interesting that K-Mag has pitted and gone on to another set of softs.
conditions to remain dry for a while. We will update you if the outlook changes.
Which makes me think, well, A, that he's got to overtake people quite quickly if he's going to make that work at all. But B, am I now on the wrong tyres? I think we're all right. Poor Jensen. Why aren't you in that Mercedes? That would have been a lovely way to end off many years of being McLaren's bitch. We're going around again. Nice. And lots of fuel saved as well. I don't think he will. I think he's had enough. Anyone see what the F1 post the picture where they've put up someone's left up the Rosberg sign in between the two Red Bulls. I'm sure it was just done like in between whilst they were sorting out the signage, but it just looks so funny. Oh dear, right, well hopefully we'll be underway again this race. This lap, sorry. Christ, that tyre wear, and we're only doing... some stuffy stuffs. Right. There we go.
Safety car in this lap. Safety car in this lap.
Okay.
Let's make sure those tyres are up to temperature, and remember there is no overtaking until the first safety car line. Stay in position until the green flags.
Where is the first safety car line around here? I can't even remember, Captain. Quite tempted to go rich fuel, but not yet.
Some information on Alonso. They're slowing down. It seems
Oh,
like there's some kind of problem with their car.
Fernando, dude. Ooh, everyone's quite slow off. Ooh, this could be good. Oh, hi, Jensen. I'm very sorry about that, but I'm not really. Ooh. As once again, it's like they get scared that you're coming for them into that corner. Ah, sorry! Sorry! Oh, Verline! I think it's because I can take that corner flat and the AI can't.
Okay, gap ahead is 0.7 seconds.
And that's my problem. Let's remember this in future, Smithy. Oh my god, this is so slow. No! What's that all about? Oh my god. I'm literally the world's worst driver. Is that K-Meg going round the outside of Verline?
Simon ploughing through the field.
What a move. Literally ploughing. I'm so sorry. Normally I pride myself on not being this terrible. But today will just be terrible, shall we? I had a feeling this was going to be a bit of a destruction derby race. I'm so sorry, Jensen. Okay, so we've got Verline on hards, who's not pitted, so he's our next target. Which makes me think that it was him and NASA that got together that caused that problem. I was going to say, these guys are going to be trying to get round Harriento, who's also on hard tyres. Gutierrez isn't. Ericsson isn't. I bet K-Mag's doing shit. Oh dear, that worried me. Oh, yay! Oh, that's Sauber. Oh, it's because it's Alonso up ahead who's going slowly. Right, okay. Really sorry, Marcus. So it's Harriento who doesn't seem to be able to pass Alonso who's got the mechanical problem. Okay, right. Can't do that corner flat yet. Let's go down the inside. Thank you. Oh, 3 wide. I'm worried. Someone call Mum. Done it. Go, go, Harriento. Do, do, do.
DRS has been enabled. DRS is now enabled.
Alright, I don't feel so bad that I'm on hard tyres now. Who's next? Kvyat Softs. Who's just been passed by Grosjean, was that? Okay, and Button's caught up to the back already, we're fine.
Someone's come off ahead of you. There's a yellow flag ahead.
Oh, Rosberg! No! That has massive ramifications. Now, was that a crash and is someone else involved? Because... oh, fucking time penalty.
We've been awarded a time penalty. It will go against our finishing time at the end of the race.
Of course it does. It wouldn't be a race with me if there wasn't a time penalty involved.
Our gap to the car in front is
Normally I've not done it by lap 8. And the 3 of them have been behind the safety car. Fucking hell. Oh, Christ. Hope no one was expecting actually good driving this evening. This has been shocking. Oh, Kvyat pits. That's very early. Soft tyres, lap 8. Mind you, he was Q3 effort, wasn't he? So it's almost like I've gained a pit stop on him. That's crazy. And that is why I didn't do soft tyres. Because the degradation is so great round here. So we could actually very much be in the pound seats, you know.
I'm not here for a driving lesson. I'm here to be entertained. You are doing very well in that regard.
Thank you very much, whoever that was. I've not even had any alcohol yet this evening. I have bought some though. If we get another safety car, I might have a tipple. Ooh. Is that the first time I've actually done that corner properly? Oh, hi Force India, who have barely scored since in the second half of this season. Force India's livery. Can we talk about this very briefly? It's fucking awful.
That's what's wrong. No alcohol.
That's true. Normally I've had something to... Is it bad that I have some alcohol to steady my nerves before I do these races? Oh, that's leaders in the pits.
I hate it.
Yeah, that livery is awful, and I hope I'm not talking out of turn, because I actually know... I know of people that work in Force India. So that's Raikkonen and Hamilton in, and they've gone to hards. Okay, right. That is key. That is really key, because they're behind us. Oh, and Magnussen's next. He's gone to 11th on the softs. Excellent. I've got a rear gunner. But yeah, I know people that work in Force India, and I really hope that they do very well this season. But yeah, that livery looks awful, and the stepped nose looks really pronounced. And I don't know if it's because the livery doesn't help that. Is all I'm going to say. So who is this ahead? Is this Massa or is this Bottas? Instinct would say Massa. Well, I tell you who really is in the pound seats then. Excuse me. Will be Ricciardo, because he was the only other driver on medium tyres. And there he is, into the lead. And whoever that is pitting, I'm assuming that will be Verstappen. Oh, Vettel, sorry. Quite fancy a lunge. Oh, I didn't... Oh, shit. No, no, not that kind of lunge. Tom would be proud.
I'm waiting for Renault to reveal a car 1 year that's rainbow coloured. McLaren might do it though, asshole.
I'm so sorry, Hulkenberg.
Some information on Alonso. It seems they fixed whatever the problem was. They're coming back up to speed.
Well, that must be lovely for them.
Got the place and didn't damage the wing. Job done.
What I'm really aware of, though, is that I enjoy driving this circuit, but if anyone actually asked me to do the same type of line twice around this track, I'd be absolutely doomed, I think. Okay, Massa. Down to 6th on the soft tyres. Wow. Struggle. Oh, he's in the pits. Ah, so it's Massa today who does not have a marker on the track. Code is for F1 2017. I'm assuming that there is an F1 2017 coming. It would be really lovely if you could actually put every car's track marker on the track. Every single race someone's missing. Normally it's Verstappen, but today it appears to be Massa.
There is a new F1 coming. They had tests this week. They're testing F1 2017 Apple.
Ah, yes, whoever said that has just jogged my memory. I saw a picture on their Facebook feed, and it had all the F1... It had lots and lots of F1 like F1 YouTubers who all do the exact same thing, and they're all friends, and they all make me very annoyed. And I don't watch any of them. I feel so bad and mean. I'm delighted that there are YouTubers out there who do exceptionally well playing this game and they edit their races essentially so that it's short and sharp entertainment. But
share, like and subscribe, Lel. Earlier, one you said Saucer had not upgraded since Monaco. It is because they're bankrupt. Matt, the Australian one, ect.
Thank you, whoever said like, subscribe. Like, comment, subscribe. Hello, my name is XYZ. I really would like it if you like, comment and subscribe in this video. Can you like, comment and subscribe in this video, please? Oh my god, guys, I've got such a good race for you. Oh my god, I went into second gear. Ah! Like, comment, subscribe. Like, comment, subscribe. Look at my thumbnail. It's got neon colours in it. Da, 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 da. Keep current. Keep current. Jeff! Why you do this?
Don't forget to like, guys.
Hey guys, this is me getting really angry at the game because I don't actually drive on racing lines.
Face with tears of joy, face with tears of joy, face with tears of joy, face with tears of joy. Don't forget to check out my Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, yearbook and family albums, guys.
Exactly. It makes me so angry. They're like, hey, look everyone, here's me caressing the box on Instagram. Oh, by the way, I'm going to have a really good unboxing video of me looking at the manual. Like, comment, subscribe, people. Oh my god. It just goes on and on and on. And then I think, right, well, you've had a 10-minute video and you've shown me 1.5 corners of your race. Thanks, everyone. I appreciate not everyone wants to sit and watch full races and that people like that kind of stuff. But I don't know, I think it's just a preference. Oh, who's that in? Bottas! Oh, Hulkenberg's going for Perez. Oh, into team dramas.
What you would like to read in the manual down below.
But what's really sad is that kind of content seems to be the way that so many people go, because it's... Oh, hang on. Thank you. I'm so sorry, Perez. What happened to you? Oh, very much... We might get him out of the chicane, actually. Wow. What happened there? Signs is on the softs. Wow, he's really eked those out. I'm impressed, Carlos.
The manual is for Verstappen. He might learn how to drive.
No.
The Sauber are bankrupt. They cannot upgrade down with the Saubers. Ha 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 ha.
I don't want to know how to drive. So yeah, the whole thing just makes me really angry. So, and because they're the types of people... Oh, hello, Felix. Welcome. Hope you're well. Sorry, just a quick glance down at the thing. I was going to say, signs has got to be in this lap. They say that those tyres can only last 16. So yeah, the whole thing just really makes me angry, because then you can never, ever, like, compete with any of that. And so it's set up to do that kind of stuff. So yeah. I would dearly love to see loads of those people try other games and then sit there and bitch and complain. And then watch them change their opinions of things now that actually Codemasters have the money.
Best racer I have seen, please continue this. You are helping me so much.
Really? Really, Felix? Are you sure? Excuse me. At the beginning, I do put out my setup, if that's worthwhile. But if you are looking for setups, I do recommend f1carsetup.com, I think it is. And the guys who set up I personally generally really like is a guy called Styx50.
Yes.
STYX50. And the reason why his setups are really good is that he always has his brake pressure or brake bias at 62%. And it doesn't matter what he's doing. Oh, Ricardo's in. We're going to be leading. Ooh, Schmiffy leads. There we go. Last to first. There used to be trophies for that in this game.
Looks like Ricardo has just entered the pits.
Oh, and a fastest lap of the race for us. Amazeballs. Oh, and K-Mag's in. Do you know what, actually? I bitched and moaned about being on the hard tyres. This has actually worked out so shockingly well. And a Force India 2-3. Nice. So yeah, aside from that, and I do post my setups on there, he has his brake bias at 62%, which just naturally fits anyone that plays with a controller, I find anyway, that's got fat fingers, because I'm not the best when it comes to being sensitive on the throttle, and I can mash a brake button to Kingdom Come. But he's one of the people that seems to do setups that aren't based towards time trial.
I did a one-stop and it worked so well.
You can do a one-stop round here? You what? You what, mate?
Okay, the gap behind is 4.4 seconds.
You must have tyres of twinkle toes. I ain't got no time for that. Yes. So that's kind of the main reasons why I go for him, is that he's realistic on wings as well. Quite often you'll see, like, everyone's like, yeah, I've done this really fantastic lap in time trial. My wings were 11.1. And that's...
I've never done a one-stop at any race.
If the situation changes, we'll let you know.
And that's wonderful for if you are, say... doing a one-lap time trial, but if you actually want to be able to hook up laps to each other, you need to find.
But the tire wear was bad, but it worked.
Right. You need to find a balance that works for you, where you can be consistent. And I suppose for me, finding something that's consistent is key, and then gaining the speed afterwards is where things are better.
Manners are slow, that's why.
So whoever said manners were slow, one of the things that I do subscribe to in this game is that each car looks and feels, well, obviously they look different, but they feel different and they have different attributes. So the manners are light on downforce in general around the corners. And so if you're playing with a manor car, it's much better to crank an extra one up on each of your wings compared to, say, if you was running, I don't know, Force India setup, who have got intrinsically more downforce to their car as you go along. Excuse me. I do apologise for my coughing. I've not been well for 3 weeks. Hence not putting the longest of videos online. Oh, hello tyre wear. Right, now that I've seen that percentage, now don't drive like you're an idiot, because you didn't know that before. Okay, so Ricardo's in fourth. He's about to hit the two Force Indias, who have swapped positions again, I've noticed.
Thanks, I will do that in my next pit stop in 3 laps time. Strawberry, strawberry.
Strawberry, strawberry. Please say someone actually typed that and that's not an emoji, because that will make me troll all the way home. Oh no, it's an actual emoji. I didn't even know there was a strawberry emoji that came through on this app. Amazing. Mary Berry, essentially. Right. We've got so much extra fuel, but I don't want to burn it now. I don't think. Right. Pit strategy. What the hell are we doing next? Weather forecast. No! Jeff! Jeff, we're going to go for a divorce in a minute. I don't think I've got like a really difficult to understand thick French accent. Why does it not understand me ever?
French fries, French fries.
French fries, French fries. Weather report.
We shouldn't see any rain, but if a storm front does appear, then we'll let you know.
Okay.
Jeff, I want a divorce, copy that. Just a topic at Brico along the back straight when it's wet. Is there a way to stop sliding? You should get a Korean race engineer, would improve communication issues.
Bear with me a second. Sorry, I was trying to listen to that, but then I got confused because I thought I saw the moon in the sky and it's not, it's the sun. Baku on the straights at the back end. So just in general, on the wets down the straight, if it's between when you're changing gear,
Waiting French.
that is... No, I'm not French. Do I sound French to you? Give me the garlic and the onion. The garlic and the onion. Where is my croissant? No. So, no, I'm from Essex in the UK. Ricardo's not got round those Force Indias yet either, interestingly. Which is rather helping me out. So if you're struggling on the straights with wet tyres, which, to be fair, I don't think that is limited to Baku. I struggle with that all the time. It is always normally to do with your accelerator. Felix, do you drive with a wheel or a controller? Or wheel and pedals with a controller, sorry. That would be my next question to you, mate. Can't believe I'm giving out driving advice. Have you seen me? Have you seen that? Right, what are we doing tyre wear wise? Ooh, okay. Another lap or two, maybe?
Thrustmaster T80.
Ah, okay. Nice choice.
We're approaching the pit window. You'll be on the hards.
Okay. Do I want to be on the hards, though? Oh, I think Ricardo's about to get one of the Force Indias. Oh, hello, Kimi Raikkonen.
What difficulty are you on, good sir?
I am on expert, by the way. So, if it's just Baku, then I wouldn't worry about my next tip. But I'd be busy looking at my... Oh, shut up, Jeff.
2 more laps would be 20 laps for this stint, I think. Same.
What was I going to say? So if it's just at Baku, then I would look at ride heights and your suspension geometry, and also, but probably more importantly, your on throttle thingamabob needs to come down percentage-wise. I know I can shut Jeff up, but I quite like having a row with him. Do we do another lap? Oh, we'll do one more lap. And then we'll pit. Since we're doing so well. And those Force Indias are still on their hard tyres. Oh, someone's in the pits. But those Force Indias haven't pitted yet, and they're still on their hard tyres, and so I don't want to lose out too much to them. So yeah, so I'd look at your off and on throttle percentages and lower them down, because what that's doing is transferring the power of your car to on and off throttle. So if you're beaming off down the straights at Baku, and you're losing...
Come in 3 laps time, put on mediums, then go to sorts 20 laps later.
Thank you, Felix. I would deal with that. If you're struggling just in general in the game, then I would look at your on and off throttle pedals and the like percentage of feedback stuff that it's doing with that. Right, I am going to pit this lap round because I don't trust it when it goes over 70%. Oh, hello. Let's do that. Let's pit this bitch. This has gone surprisingly well. Ooh, Ricardo's got round Hulkenberg. That's key. And that's because Perez is in the pits. So that releases Bright Ricardo, who's out on a second set of mediums.
Release.
So he's going medium soft, maybe? Or medium hard. Where are we coming out? That's Vettel.
One more stop today.
There's Bottas. Okay, I'm happy with that. Well ahead of Massa on the softs. Bottas is our rival. Oh, all of... Right. Rich fuel.
Thank you, that was so helpful. But I also have a new problem. My engine temp is going too high and I can't get it down. Please help.
Is that on this game? If you're playing R Factor, we've all done that. But on this game...
No water on it.
On this game, that sounds like you're hitting...
Breeze.
Oh, I don't know what you'd be doing. It sounds like you're spending too long in a gear before you switch it. Like, you know, if you spend too long on the rev limiter, that's what blows your engines up. It sounds like that, but I genuinely don't know how you're managing to do that. Tyre temperatures is an entirely different thing, and that's down to driving and being smooth on your inputs, which I'm clearly not. But I get the theory, I can't do it. That comes from years of driving with R Factor 2, iRacing I dabbled in, and I really didn't enjoy that game, so I did not keep my subscription, which at the time I was given for free. I used to, in my spare time I do, I do still do it, sim racing commentary for various different leagues, and some of it used to be for iRacing, and my payment was free iRacing subscription, but I didn't enjoy the game. I think that probably showed through in my commentary for the game, and yeah, I did not pay to keep it once I finished my contract with them. Ooh, is that the Force Indias up ahead? I think it is, you know. There we go.
Thrustmaster.
Still can't get that corner flat. Oh, we've got DRS. What do we think on DRS? Ross Brawn seems to be quite interested in the fact that it may be going, if he can work out how to get it better. Ooh, we're going straight through? I think we are. Oh, and that's a Force India in the pits. And we get DRS on the exit anyway. So that's Hulkenberg through. Next up for us is Maxi Bomb. I do wonder though. I do wonder with DRS though, what would our races be like if they weren't? If it weren't there now, would people be even more annoyed at DRS, or is the fact that it is considered an empty overtake?
The car is going to slow, try going into rich mix if not in already, and the speed should improve.
I didn't hear that. I shall wait until I get to the next straight before I look down.
Conditions to remain dry for a while. We will update you if the outlook changes.
For a while? It needs to remain dry for the entire race, please. I beg of you. What was that? I feel like cars are going too slow. Try and mix. I'm in mix 3 now. Where is... Oh, Ricardo's not that far ahead. I think he's run out of tyres.
Is 21.7 seconds.
I really thought Ricardo would have this sewn up, but I wonder if he's having to play tyre management so much that us on the hard tyres are now reeling him in quite happily. That was a good save. I imagine when these lot pit, they're going to go for mediums as well. Then they'll have done a soft, hard medium. But I'm not entirely... I don't know if my battle is with these guys or not.
Stop, put your wing down for better aero, and you will go quicker.
I don't want better aero though, because it gives me oversteer. I already have a 1 step, so my rear wing is 6, my front wing is 7. And on this track, I start getting snap oversteer if I have a step of 2 between my wings. So I will not be doing that. But again, that is very much down to driver preference. So if you're able to hold on to that, then yes, you probably will get better turn into the corners. But because I'm quite heavy on my acceleration finger, and I have on throttle power shift quite high percentage wise for this track, so that I can do what I just done there, where I'm essentially power sliding out of the corners a little bit, but in turn therefore causing myself extra tyre wear. But for me, this is my fastest and most preferred way to get round. I hope that makes sense. I hope I'm not being too technical, but it's trying to explain how setups are quite individual to people, and if you've got a certain driving style, you go for what works for you, not what is the fastest setup of the lot, because there is no such thing. There's certain ideals and way of doing things, potentially, that will work, but it swings and roundabouts. Wow, we have 14 viewers, really. Hello everyone. I hope you're having a fantastic Saturday evening. Please do let me know what your comments are on the end of the first F1 test. And yes, you aren't allowed to get little semis over the Toro Rosso, that is fine. Ooh. He was slow.
You are the best F1 person ever. Definite sub. Thanks for all the helps. I am from Belgium.
Oh, thank you. No problem at all, Felix. I don't do F1 every day. I do have a video that goes up every day, but it's not F1 every day. Just to warn you. There's indie games, rhythm games, some PlayStation 1 and 2 games will be coming quite soon again, and Motorsport Manager on a Tuesday. But every weekend at the minute there is a live stream of an F1 race. Japan next, my bogey circuit. I can't drive Suzuka for the life of me. And every time I'm in a 6-axis racing competition, the finale is almost always at Suzuka, and I always underperform because it's just... I don't know if everyone else has like the one circuit that they just cannot drive for the life of them. For me, it's Suzuka. I can do Monaco.
But I might need help with Motorsport Manager.
Ooh, okay. Well, I'm on season 2 of my open wheeled playthrough. So, and it's going suspiciously well. So, that might be worthwhile for you to take a little look at.
Russia.
Oh, there we go. Back down to 10 again. People pissed off already. Like, comment, subscribe! Anyway, it's not very often I have an actual typing chimpanzee. Oh god, I don't know. I don't know what my Japan setup is. Sorry. Ooh, everyone's leaving. Come on, Hamilton. I'm coming! And we're all catching Ricardo. He must have real tyre wear props. I'm guessing. Or saving fuel?
I end up putting on no damage.
So I do league racing on various different things over the years. And Suzuka, it doesn't matter which game I play it on, I just suck. The only time I've ever done well at Suzuka is, oh, hallelujah, lens flare, is when I was... Thanks, Jeff. I was playing a touring car mod on R Factor 1, and we were doing the Suzuka East or West course, which essentially is you do the S's and then you turn round and come back down the main straight. Such a good little mini course. Ah, I don't want to overtake you here. I'll have you out of here though if I can. No, I can't. I feel like everyone's driving because they're conserving their tyres and I'm not. So I'm going to come a cropper later on in this race. I can feel it. So yeah, I can drive around there, but in old F1 games...
When I have downforce to low my slide, so try putting up the downforce. As well, I am from Belgium. What about you?
I am from the United Kingdom, sir. In good old Essex. Innit? Bruv. Oh, have we got DRS? I think we have.
Sling. In it, land.
Innit? Know what I mean? Hang on, so we've got an Essex chimpanzee. Amazing. But you get bladdered in it, mate. I really thought Ricardo would be doing an absolute stormy pull-away job. But he's actually getting caught by the Ham. We might be able to go rich. We might be able to go rich 3 all the way, you know. All the way home. Follow Essex. Ah, Manor. Good man. Shall I let the side down and say I'm from Harlow?
I am now getting my brain. How many laps should do before changing tyres? Well, no, I'm Wiltshire, but I lived in Essex for around 3 to 4 years.
Harlow in Essex. No one pronounces the H in Harlow though, that's the problem. So you've got to go Harlow. You go, I'm from Harlow Town. Do you know what I mean? Fucking A. What's really funny is that in my day job,
Well, I'm from Southend, so I can't say anything.
Southend. It's not. Oh, you've even typed it right. Wrong, rather. It's spelled S-A-R-F. Southend. My ex's parents lived in Shoebury-Ness, and I used to wind them up because Shoebury-Ness is a little bit well-to-do in places. I used to go, how do you like living down in Southend then? And they was like, we're in Shoebury-Ness, you know. Ooh, careful, we don't want to do Danny Rick because actually I'd rather have him win the World Championship than Hamilton. Let me share my allegiance now. Ooh. Oh, Jesus Christ, look at that tyre wear. We're going to have to make 2 stops, I think.
What about my rain issue?
Hang on, sorry.
Slap on and turn straight away.
Conditions should remain dry. We will keep you informed of any changes to the weather.
I slam on inters on the lap when they disable DRS. I was kind, Danny Rick. I gave you room, mate. Who's that in the... Oh, Hamilton's in the pits. Oh. I think I've said this in a...
They just did pitting now.
I think... Excuse me. I've said this in a previous race. But I'd really like the ability to ask things like, what tyres is Hamilton on? And for them to report back, because it sounds like the kind of thing that you would ask if you're in a race.
Showing small signs of wear, power output will be down.
Oh, piss off.
Pizza purge.
How can I win now? Hello, Danny Rick. You're going to be a thorn in my side now, aren't you? P1. Where are you? No, you're not. Quack, quack.
We think there's a viable strategy change available to us.
Pizza purge.
Keep to the current plan or try the new one.
I don't think anyone should purge pizza.
Okay, distance to teammate 39.4 seconds.
That went a bit wrong. Keep current.
Copy that.
Mainly because those soft tyres are 16 laps maximum.
Kevin is in the pits.
I hate Jeff, he just told me put dry tires on. Screw you, Jeff.
Yep, I hate that bug. Jeff does need to
Avocado.
sort it out. I don't know if I've ever had an avocado. I've certainly not had avocado toast. Right, so Ricardo's hard till the end then, by the looks of it. I reckon Verstappen will have to pit again. May try and make it to the end, maybe? We may actually have a chance to win at this, you know. So apologies that these next few laps are not going to necessarily be battle-ridden.
You still have those mediums with a couple of laps on as a possible alternative.
That's true. Ooh, Ricardo's got round Hamilton. Remember, those mediums, they do about 22 laps, but they were already at about 20% by the time I'd pitted. Because they had done 4 laps on qualifying, 3 in the race, or 2 in the race. So I don't know if they're going to be that much better off, actually.
Okay, the gap behind is 23.4 seconds.
Nice. All we need to do is really hold that around 15, because when we come bounding out on the soft tyres, it will be a lollapalooza all the way home.
Just on a topic, not the chocolate F1 2017, you should have your own commentary name, and the opportunity to pull up into the pits and retire A.
Only when you drive as Alonso. I know coders are quite desperate to get in some of the more political side of stuff into the F1 games. So if they do, I'd quite like the option to just shout GP2 engine. Places Smithy would rather be. Picture me on a deck chair at various different circuits. Right, I'm trying to coast around a couple of these corners just to try and save and eke an extra lap or 2 out my tyres if I can, because they're quite worn.
One like today and Alonso abuse could be eradicated forever. Hang on the half.
Okay, some information on
Oh, Perez out.
Got a serious car issue. It looks like they're retiring. Virtual safety car, virtual safety car. Reduce speed immediately and keep a positive delta.
Please just stay as a virtual. Please just stay as a virtual. Although this is delightful.
Okay, slow down, slow down. Your delta is negative, which means you are too fast. Reduce your pace.
I'm loving that Gutierrez is last. Yes, I can feel that tyre wear being saved.
VSC ending, we're going green. Maintain positive delta until the green flags.
Stop Alonso abuse with one line.
Ah, yes. That could well have just saved me a lap of
And sponsor him
tyre
today.
wear. Someone's in the pits. Blue flag for Gutierrez. Oh, I feel sorry for Perez because Force India seem to be having quite a cracker of a race. And they need some points because they've barely scored any in the second half of this season, in my game. And they've got actually a car that's really, really not very well developed at all. As that is clearly a Nana passing a Sauber. You've only got Ericsson in the race. Sauber's the least developed car in my career mode by quite some way. So the fact that he's ahead of anyone right now is quite impressive. Be interested to see actually how Ericsson gets on with Pascal Wehrlein, because I think I've made my views on Wehrlein in the co-op season. I do have Definitely Zero quite clear in that I think he's fast, but I think he's also quite apparently a spoilt brat who doesn't understand a team working ethic and needs to sort himself out to be able to do it. And so I'm not surprised that he hasn't got the McLaren drive. And with Force India in the way how they deal with things, as into team rivalry, I was not surprised that he was overlooked for Ocon either. So, yeah, interesting times ahead. And I actually think Ericsson got on and done a very solid job in 2016. Is that him pitting actually, or is that Gutierrez pitting? Can't quite see. And so, yeah, I'm going to look at that as it's Wehrlein's evaluation period, essentially. And if he doesn't come out of that well, that's him done.
That's why I am surprised they're still racing.
Oh, I love Sauber. I liked them better when they had Kamui Kobayashi. I love that guy. I wish he was back on the grid. I miss the fact that there is no Japanese driver on the grid. In the same way that there's not been an Italian.
If the situation changes, we'll let you know.
Which seems really weird that there's no Italian on the grid when you consider all the heritage that Italy has. And there's not been an Italian for many years. Since Trulli. Driver behind.
Ricardo is behind you. The gap behind us is 25.9 seconds. They're on fresh hards. The time last lap was a 1:41.6.
No way. Okay. So yeah, my favourite Sauber days were when Kamui Kobayashi was at the wheel, when they were early 2000s with Raikkonen and Heidfeld, that kind of era. A little bit of Fisichella in there as well. Then I really loved their liveries when they were Petronas and Red Bull. I think those liveries were so smart, like the 97, 98 type liveries. Gorgeous. And I think people forget that obviously in 1993, their debut year, they were like 5th, I think, in the constructors by the end of it, if not 4th. 5th or 4th, one of the two. And that was nigh on unheard of and matched really only by Jordan, who done exceptionally well in their debut season. And then before that, you have to go back like decades before you find a team that actually entered and was competitive. But it's interesting that if you look at all the teams that finished behind Sauber, none of them are there anymore. And now they are the back. Which always brings that whole thing about back markers of someone's got to be last. And when that last place gives up or drops away, now it's the big teams or the midfield teams that were a decade or so ago are now last, and they won't be able to survive in that kind of nature forever. And it's then the manufacturer will be last, and then that's when they all leave, and then you've got to go back to privateers, and so on. The circle of life continues, and it's F1's an interesting beast in that kind of way. And I wished, in some ways, it's that way how it always has been. So you kind of just go, ah, it's just the way how it is, and it's all very unfortunate and sad. But in some ways, I also think, oh, for goodness sake, sort yourself out as a viable business, please. But at the same time, so I'm extremely intrigued as to why Kvyat is behind Rio Haryanto. He's doing a rather good job.
We're considering switching to an alternate strategy. Do you want to change or stick to plan A?
Our guy just won the race at Malaysia in a bloody manner.
Oh, box this lap.
Take you this lap.
I do not want to go over 70%. On tyres. I forgot what race it was where I got to like 72% on my tyres and it just exploded. Wasn't it Bahrain? And I was like, no!
Exit now.
I've got 14 laps. I can go like nuts.
Pit strategy complete. See these
No.
tires towards the end now.
Well, I could coast. I won't, but I could. What has happened to everyone else? I was going to say that must be Ricciardo behind. Right, well let's coast around this corner here and this corner here. Get ourselves up to speed. There's still plenty of time for it to all go wrong, so I will not. I think I'll do like an incredibly fast lap or two and then back off. Can't believe that. Oh, remember we've got our 3-second penalty as well.
I won the Malaysia race in a manner.
Nicely done, whoever said
The
that.
to the car behind is 4.4 seconds.
Excellent, we're currently winning. That was a terrible gear. Our teammate is right in front of loads of people as well, by the look of it.
It was me, Felix de Forcenay.
Thank you, Felix. Congratulations and well done, sir. course, this all helps out in our rival battle with Bottas because we've saved our fast tyres to the end. And we've got less fuel. And therefore, we'll be able to post faster lap times. Strategic beating of the Bottas.
I won at Canada in a Haas.
Gutierrez not last. Let's try and coast it around that bit. Oh, what are you doing? Stupid man. Off to Formula E with you. Don't come back. Ferrari, when are you going to give up on that guy? He was okay in GP3 and has since done fuck all. You spent less time trying to promote Verne, who's actually done incredibly good things when you compare him against Ricciardo. It's just that he's not marketable in any way, shape or form. Ah, Canada. That's a circuit I love. I'm not necessarily great there, but I love driving that circuit. Okay, are we still on? Yes, 15%. That's good. Okay. I'm trying to drive carefully round a couple of the corners to still be fast enough to pull away from everyone. But therefore still have enough percentage to keep that. Essentially I want to hit 70% as we cross the line.
I got my first race win at Canada.
Oh, I'll tell you what, thank Christ I lost my front wing at the very beginning of this race, because I'd have never. I was going to try and avoid the hard tyres, but it's clearly it was the way to go for me, I think. Come on, K-Mag, you can do points as well, mate. Actually, I hope Hulkenberg's going to be getting some points as well, because the fact that he's being outscored by Gutierrez in this season disgusts me. Oh, who's that in the pits?
Keep this up.
Ooh, be careful on these percentages, Smithy. Unless we bomb it and do another stop. I'd rather not if I can help it.
We shouldn't see any rain, but if a storm front does appear, then we'll let you know.
That's better. Coast it like a bitch around here. Thank you. Oh Christ. Maybe we're not coasting it like a bitch. Maybe I should have pitted a lap later and chanced it. So I think was Verline in the pits. And it felt smooth. That was not good for tyre wear, Simon. Or that. Or that. Okay. Keep it chill, keep it calm. Ever think you've made a mistake? I'm pitching a little bit too early. We can do it. We can B&Q it. Actually, I wonder if that was Harriento in the pits. Not. Verline. Yeah, it must be. That's lovely, but I'm really worried about my percentage. Really worried. Oh, now Hamilton's ahead of him. Shit. That wasn't supposed to happen. Come on, Daniel. You're lucky that you've even got that seat for 2017. And you've only got it, I think, because you had such a public meltdown emotionally that you made Red Bull look like complete wankers if they did drop you. Here's another guy that jumped GP2 and went from GP3 up. I wonder if there's some kind of
contract until end of 2018.
Oh, it's 2 years. That I did not know. Thank you, Chimp. I thought it was just a one-yearer.
According to Wikipedia anyway.
Oh, Wikipedia is always true. Are you joking? No, I'm sure it is. Ooh, don't do neutral, Simon. What was that all about? Get your momentum back, Schmither.
I hate turn 1 at Japan, I always crash.
I hear that. You can't race side by side with anyone through that. I've worked that one out over the years as well. But then it's always really difficult around that turn 1 at Suzuka because you end up like it always narrows, and in theory you always think, but there's room, but nope. I remember doing a league race with someone and going side by side into that. I think it was on lap 2 of the race. And there was several of us all doing side by sides, like so like think of 3 rows of 2 all like doing it, and the first one clipped the other one and the other 4 of us had to like do a scatter. It was not pretty. I came out of it quite well, but then whoever it was got really angry with me and then decided to punt me off down at the hairpin. I was like, oh, thanks for that. I limped home, I think second last by the end of it all. And I believe I also spun off at 130R in the same race, if I remember rightly. Right, I'm concerned that I'm going to have a last lap puncture. And because I've been nursing and not driving the bollocks off this, I've now not got enough time really to pit and get back out again. So I've committed myself.
Okay, the gap behind is 12.5 seconds.
Oh, Ricciardo's past Hamilton. Hamilton past Ricciardo. Oh, something's going on there. All I can think of is, yay, they're costing each other time.
Bottles hit me, he hit me, god damn it, I am out of practice.
Conditions to remain dry for a while. We will update you if the outlook changes.
Would you rather finish the race in a good position? In that case, pit. If you want a bad position, don't pit.
Oh, hang on, I'll read that when I get onto the straight. I think I'm going to risk it. Risk it for a biscuit. It will fail halfway round the last lap, I think. But those two are busy bitch slapping each other. That it's actually helping me out. I think K-Mag's actually overtaken someone in all of that as well. Ah! Don't be exceeding track limits. I've only got 3 seconds that I can play with. I don't have 6. Well, I've got more than that, but you know what I mean. I'm trying to drive to the limit of the gap, not anything else. Oh, slide. Jeff, you may have been right, mate.
Stay out and don't look at the tyre wear indicator. What you don't know won't hurt you.
Until I'm in a barrier, that is.
There's 5 laps of fuel remaining. The gap behind us is 11.8 seconds.
Oh, God. Oh, wow. No one comes here to watch me win, do they?
For an ultimate lap time.
Okay. All the way home. Little Miss Piggy. Okay, we're doing this. Oh God.
This is your final lap.
What's the betting it fails here? Oh, no.
The gap to the car behind is 9.2 seconds.
It's the final countdown.
There's 3 laps of fuel remaining.
Final lap, come on, don't TF it up. Don't jinx it.
You lot. Okay. I've been very cautious. One more corner. Yes! Woo-hoo!
Asterisk engines blow up. Really, I have not jinxed a thing.
Who said engine blow? Chimp.
So, another fantastic victory for Renault today.
Smithy wins.
Anthony, what do you think made the difference?
Woo, woo, woo,
It
woo,
was a
woo.
question of right place, right time today. We were looking at
Ouch.
an entirely different race before the safety car came out.
Oh, fuck off,
Renault just
Anthony.
took full advantage after the field had been bunched up.
Reading your scripts.
Well, I'm thoroughly exhausted after the excitement of that race, but I'm sure it's nothing compared to our drivers here. They've worked hard to make it up there, and it's great to see them make their way out onto the podium.
Yay! That looks like me if I was skinny. And athletic. And not a couch-wielding keyboard warrior. Woohoo!
And now let's take a look at the driver's standings. It's a good result for Lewis Hamilton, who moves further ahead at the top of the table. Now
Yes,
then,
he does,
Anthony
actually.
Davidson, who was your driver of the day?
Me?
It's a
Me?
difficult one, but I'll have to go for the Renault
Nicely
driver.
done,
They
sir.
pushed and pushed and found
Last
some
to
fantastic
first.
performance. It was just a pleasure to watch.
On to the constructors then. We saw a dip in form from the championship leaders today. Their lead has taken a significant blow. After all that
Congrats, Smithy,
excitement,
smiling
it's
face
time for
with
a lie
open
down,
mouth.
I think.
Oh,
for
thank
joining
you,
us, and
Lewis
goodbye
and
until
Manna.
next
The day.
race.
And Josh.
Grinning face.
Thank you, everyone. Woo-hoo. So let's take a quick look. So Hamilton extends his championship lead, annoyingly, after getting around Ricciardo on the last lap. Verstappen did well. The Ferrari's behind. Bottas scores points. Hülkenberg gets some points at long last. Massa's anonymous year continues. And Sainz grabs a point for Toro Rosso, which feels slightly underwhelming. But he did beat home K-Mag. So no points again for Kevin. Grosjean, Button, Alonso. The McLarens really dropped back. They looked like they were on for some good stuff. One lap down, Kvyat, Haryanto and co. Our 3 DNFs, were they crashes? No, NASA was a mechanical issue. Same for Rosberg and same for Perez, actually. And just me exceeding the track limit. Whoops. Oh, I'm screenshotting that bitch. Okay, advance. But Ricciardo leapfrogs Rosberg because Rosberg didn't finish. Verstappen's right up to him. We crossed the 100-point mark. Whoop whoop. Which is good. Massa goes ahead of Perez for 10th. Hülkenberg gets ahead of Magnussen and Grosjean. And is now equal points with Gutierrez. The fact that that is even a sentence makes me sad. And we catch up with Williams quite significantly. I don't see that lasting when we go forward to Suzuka. But worthwhile commenting on. Thanks. Excuse me. So that's additional bonus points by the looks of it because of the 25% extras that we give. Now we won't beat Bottas today, but we are trouncing him this time round, thank Christ. And I believe this may give us a trophy. Or not. Have I ever had a penalty-free weekend? I don't think I have. So, that's it. Thank you very much for enjoying this episode of F1 2016 Career Mode with me. We'll be at Japan in Suzuka next week. So yeah, next Saturday. Come and join in on the fun. There won't be a new F1 test to talk about, but I'll probably talk about some other different motorsport things that are out and about. If you liked what you saw, please do subscribe and say hello. There's a video every single day on Higher Plane Games. Normally F1 on the weekends, Motorsport Manager is on a Tuesday, and other weird and random indie, rhythm and retro games throughout the week. Bye! I need dinner. I'm really hungry. I need alcohol. Alcohol.
See you in a week then.
Thanks, Jim. I need more alcohol. La, 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 la.